All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got something fun today, something a little bit different today. This is something I've been wanting to do for a little while. I got this idea because, well, if you take a look here, this is the little power wheels that my 3-year-old rides around on. You may have seen a video, I may link it up here. We put some lights on this thing, just trying to spiff it up a little bit. I also have a 12-year-old son. He's got autism, he's on the spectrum. He saw this thing and you could tell he was digging it. He wanted to ride it, but obviously 5'9", 12-year-old's not gonna fit in the little power wheels. So it got me thinking maybe I can build him a larger scale version of an electric little power wheels. Got to thinking about it, thinking, hey, you know, basically we just need a frame and some electric components to kind of make it work. I thought to myself, hey, we got an old go-kart frame, I think 2 of them, and started looking around online for electric motors, kind of ran up on these little kits. So kind of got me going on this project here, building this, what essentially is what they call an E-kart. I didn't even know that was a thing until I got to looking into this. So basically it's an electric go-kart is what it is. So that's what we're gonna be messing with today. We got a frame that was been laying around at my dad's house. He's got 2 old go-karts that my little brother used to ride around on and stuff. I had one when I was little, so we're gonna see if we can piece something together with these frames and kind of try to make it bigger because my 12-year-old, like I said, he's 5'9". He does have autism. He's gonna be helping me out with this project too. He's gonna be in here. You'll see him in the video, helping out, doing what he can, and basically helping me build this big kid's Power Wheels toy. I think it's gonna be good for him doing a little project with me, getting hands-on some stuff and learning some stuff too along the way. So with that being said, I'm not here to build the fastest electric ride-on toy by any means. Trying to build something that's a little bit just easier to ride. A regular gas go-kart, if you've ever had one, they got the little centrifugal clutch on them and it kicks in and goes, and you know, they're just kind of sketchy for someone that's just kind of learning how to drive something. I feel like the electric thing is going to have hopefully a little bit smoother throttle and stuff like that on it. Like I said, I am not trying to build a world record breaker. If I were, I would not be going the electric, whatever, Tesla, Prius, little electric E kind of route. I'd just throw a Hemi on it and be done if that's the route I was trying to go. But like I said, just trying to build something fun for the kid to ride around on. Hopefully it'll scoot around the yard pretty good. So enough chitter chatter, let's get to building. So this is what we got to work with here. This is the old go-kart we had. I think the motor was actually still good on it. I don't know. The chain, that's what it was. The chain kept flying off of this thing. I'm guessing it's because the sprocket's worn out on it. So I think that's why this one got parked. We had 2 go-karts. We had another one. It was not posi traction. It just had the old 1 tire fired. This one here is posi traction. Is the reason I decided to go with it. And the front end was really bad, mangled up on it, like somebody had crashed into stuff. The wheels were all bent back and stuff. So what I ended up doing was taking the front end off another go-kart we had and welding it to this one while extending it longer to try to make it a little bit more comfortable. Also repositioned, you can see where I cut the steering off here and shifted it forward. Got some globbed up welds on there. I do not call myself a welder, but I did stick 2 different go-karts together and make one big go-kart out of it. So that's our starter right there. That's what we got to start with. I'm gonna clean up, do a little more cleanup on it. Start with these wheels, probably hit them with a wire brush on drill. I don't know about these aluminum ones, probably just have to spray some stuff in there to try to remedy some of that funk. We got new tires for this thing. We got the whole electric drivetrain module. I don't know what all is going to be entailed with that. So this is what we're starting with. So let's see if we can do a little more spiffing up on it. Might do some grinding on some of these welds, clean them up a little bit. Probably Scotch-Brite it down and shoot some paint on it, some fun stuff like that before we get to a whole lot of the install. I think it's gonna need a new seat too. This one's not, I don't know. Somebody did a fine job doctoring it up, but you know, I think we're gonna do something different with that seat right there. Well, that ain't bad. Get y'all in here. They ain't new, but I think they'll take a shot coat of black to them, clean them up. Might be a funny little spot. Maybe right in here, you know, right in there. That may need a little whipping with a hammer or something right there. Damn, can't have nothing nice. Been working on this thing for a little bit now, grinded down some of these welds. I'm not a welder, but sometimes I weld. Ground down all these little edges here so they're not sharp. Here, around that, where I cut the seat off. Rounded all those over real good. And I think next thing I'm going to do is take some of these Scotch-Brites right here and just scuff over everything. Whatever paint wants to flake off can flake off. Whatever doesn't want to, doesn't have to. Probably shoot it with some primer, some rattle can. Went to the old Riley's. Picked up some what they consider cheap primer because the dollar store was out. Hey, I also got one of these awesome little things. The steering wheel's like kind of falling apart. So I got one of these hot rod old school dudes. It's gonna wrap around the wheel, maybe cover some of that up. Make it last a little bit longer, maybe look better. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what that does. So let me get the scuffing, get ready for some primer on this thing. Probably clean it a little better too before we prime it, huh? Still got some funk on it. Look back here. That's some kind of grease on there from the motor. I used purple power, but we'll clean it up a little bit more. Take the seat back off, all that good stuff. Alright, I think I got it scuffed down about as good as it's gonna get. I hit some of these spots with the wire brush. Back here, all this paint was crackling because it had been spray painted over top of oil. Hit that with the wire brush, kind of knocked a bunch of the loose stuff off of there. Went over the whole thing. Tried to hit every little nook and cranny with that red Scotch-Brite. Still gotta give it a good wipe down before I prime it though. I think I got it all scuffed up. Oh, check this out. Something funny I noticed cleaning it up. That doesn't really look stock right there. What's going on down here? Oh yeah, what's going on right there? Huh. I think I got some reduced, yeah. Use some of this paint reducer right here. Wipe it down with that. and then hit it with the gray primer. Let it prime down. Blacked out these wheels. Tried to keep as much overspray off the gray. Doesn't really matter because it's going to get all repainted. Got a little overspray here and there, but all this gray is going to get painted. I don't know what color yet. I just wanted to go ahead and get it in primer while we're working on it, so I can watch it come together a little bit better. Like I said, blacked out the wheels. That's supposed to be a satin black. It's still pretty fresh. It may dry a little less shiny. I don't know. We'll see. These front wheels are aluminum. I'm hoping I can get them to clean up a little bit better. If not, then we'll probably prime and paint those black to match, but I'm not really concerned with the matching. This is not a show kart, it's a go-kart. You can see all my beautiful welds on it. All this area had like a sticker here. I wire brushed halfway some of that off when I was cleaning up the paint. It's still all freaking weird looking and stuff, but I got this rubber mat here that goes in that spot. I'm gonna have to trim it to fit. It used to sit right in here on this go-kart, but now that we've welded this other go-kart into it, it's gonna need trimmed. That little rubber mat's gonna need trimmed right here. It's gonna cover up that seam right there though. It's gonna kind of bring it together a little bit, I hope. But, oh, and the steering wheel, we blacked it out too. It was all rusty. I wire brushed it, scotch brighted it, and then we hit it with the black paint there. I'm gonna let that paint dry a little bit and then go ahead and put that grip cover on it. I think it's gonna look pretty cool, but it's gonna look a whole lot better than this busted up stuff anyway. So it's gonna have an old school kind of flair to it. I don't know how old this go-kart is, but I would venture to say it could be considered old school. Oh yeah, what about this fella? I took him off for painting. He falls off sometimes. May have to put some epoxy in there. It's got some little set screws, but plastic bushing in there is all kind of worn out. He's gonna look pretty mean on there. Oh yeah. All right, we got the chassis looking like it's about ready to start a little build on it. This is some of the stuff that we ordered. I do have to order some more stuff too. Hold on just a second. All right. I'm sure we'll have to order more and more stuff along the way with this build. This is an eBay kit, which is the main go-kart, e-kart, e-bike, whatever you want to call it, kit. There's several of them out there. I think I paid about $200 for this kit off eBay. Just got to kind of watch and see what each one comes with. Some of them come with more parts than others. Some of them come with stuff you don't need, and you know, so I kind of shopped around a little bit till I found this kit that I liked. So it's got the motor here. Hold on, let me get you set up. So this kit came with some of the stuff we're gonna need. I'm sure not all of it. I've already ordered some more stuff too. This is the motor. It is 48 volt, 1800 watt, I think it was advertised as. Yeah, there you go. And it says 4,500 RPM. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm trying to calculate wheel speed and whatnot off of that. So we got a motor in the kit. Yeah, get back in there. Chain, 8mm chain, which is kind of small, but that seems to be the standard on some of this stuff. It's got the control module here with a ton of wires with Chinese writing and some kind of translations that are, some of them you can figure out and some of them you got to do a little searching. But that's our control module there. We got a wire harness. Looks like this is going to reach up to the front for the pedal and some of the other switches and stuff. It did come with twist throttles and handbrake pieces that we will not have to use, obviously. I may use some of the brake switches off of this, but I'm not sure yet. We'll kind of get into that and see. We got a key, ignition. Anthony, did you say hi?
Hi.
There you go. This is Anthony. This is who we're building the go-kart for. Came with the key switch. Click, click, click. What else? Oh, the pedal, yeah. Got the electric pedal there. What else? Some kind of little wire holder block dingus here you can mount your wires into to connect them together. What else is this? Oh yeah. Fancy forward reverse shifter. So we'll have to put that up front somewhere. And what's this one do? Oh, a charge port. So it doesn't actually come with a charger, but it comes with the charge port that there's several different ones. So you kind of got to watch what you get. Make sure your charger matches your terminal there. And that's all. So that's everything that came in the eBay kit that I got. All right, next we got some tires, because obviously these tires are probably from 1975 and shot. So we got some tires off of Amazon. We got some regular little go-kart tires for the front, and we got these bigger tires for the back here. And these are tubeless, but I don't trust them with these two-piece wheels, so we went ahead and got inner tubes for them also. And I did go ahead and order new sprocket and hub, because this sprocket's for a 35 chain, which is not the same as an 8mm. So I got an 8mm sprocket and a new hub coming. What else did we order? Oh, a 1, 2, 3 switch, which this control module here has the ability to do low, medium, and high speed. So for starters, if you need to get used to it, get comfortable with it a little bit, you can put it on level 1, so when you floor the gas it won't go quite as fast as if it would all the way up on level 3. So I ordered a 1, 2, 3 switch, and what else? I think that's it. Oh, a charger. Also ordered the 48 volt charger. There's different ways to go about doing that, and once we get to that point I'll show you that too. But I think first thing we're gonna do is probably get these tires put on, just so this thing is easier to move around. You can roll it better. I think I'm gonna try and clean these wheels up a little bit. Hopefully they'll come clean a little bit better when we get them off of there and break them in half and whatnot. See if we can get them cleaned up a little bit. Got us a little more ground clearance out of it now. It's gonna be off-road capable. Some nice tires on there. Shoot, yeah, boy, one step closer. What do you think, buddy? You like it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Up high. All right. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. So stay tuned for the next episode. We got a lot more work to do on this thing. We'll be getting some electrical components put on this thing and just see where it goes. As always, please like and subscribe.
Subscribe.